Well, we go back to Hollywood, and no, it's not about pedos.
What?
Thank God.
Thank God!
It's something good, we think.
Please!
Warner Brothers has a new Lord of the Rings movie in development.
What?
It's called The Hunt for Gollum.
Okay.
It brings back a lot of the OG cast,
Yes!
some new faces,
All right.
in some old places.
Brilliant!
I'm Jazz Berganzo on this. As long as they go by the books that Tolkien wrote,
Just when I thought I was out, they pulled me back in.
source material,
Yes!
I've got no issues.
What are they? They were once men, great kings of men. Then Sauron the Deceiver gave to them 9 rings of power. Blinded by their greed, they took them without question, one by one, falling into darkness. Now they're slaves to his will.
But it's what's next. What's up, everyone? Jazz Berganzo, what's next? Your daily dose, common sense, facts, and salt. Hope you guys are feeling good today on this Thursday. Well, go step out of the world of politics for a bit. You know, I'm so heavy-handed when it comes to it. Pretty much it's like everything that you watch, see, or hear has politics in it, and that's a bad thing. But this, maybe not so. We go to Hollywood, and no, we're not talking about pedos. Thank God, something good, we think. Warner Brothers and Discovery have a new Lord of the Rings movie in development. It's called The Hunt for Gollum. It brings a lot of the OG cast back into the forefront, and it brings some new faces in some old places. Now, is it going to be able to capture that old Peter Jackson magic that dominated the Academy Awards, that dominated theaters almost 2 decades ago? Well, we're going to find out, and here we go. This comes out of Breitbart. Lord of the Rings, Warner Brothers reveal Irish actor to replace Viggo Mortensen as Aragorn in Hunt for Gollum. But before we go to that, couldn't get the words out of my mouth. Let's go to the cast of what we're talking about. This is The Hunt for Gollum. Of course, you see a lot of OGs, Ian McKellen. You got Ian McKellen returns as Gandalf. You've got Elijah Wood returning as Frodo. You got now newcomer Jamie Dornan will be Aragorn, replacing Viggo Mortensen. You got Andy Serkis returning as Gollum, and he's director. You got Lee Pace returning as Sarandil. Kate Winslet, new to the cast, will be Marigold. Leo Woodrow will be Halvard, and of course that's who you have currently. But of course more names and faces to be announced later. Warner Brothers and New Line Cinema have unveiled the cast of Lord of the Rings. I said Discovery, my bad. It's Warner Brothers, Lord of the Rings, The Hunt for Gollum. The studio announced the casting Tuesday during a Warner Brothers presentation at CinemaCon in Vegas. New faces to the franchise includes Jamie Dornan, who was in 50 Shades of Grey, as Dinaim Ranger Strider, aka Aragorn, and Leo Warder, the White Lotus, who's in White Lotus Season 2, as another Dudane named Halvard. Viggo Mortensen played Aragorn in the Lord of the Rings trilogy, of course, the OG. Elijah Wood and Ian McKellen will reprise their roles, in Lord of the Rings characters as Frodo Baggins and the Wizard Gandalf, while Lee Pace will return as Hobbit character, the elf Thranduil. Kate Winslet, who was also previously reported to join the franchise, will play character Marigold. And of course, this is just a teaser. Of course, it would be Gollum and Smeagol, Ian McKellen, Kate Winslet, Jamie Dornan, Leo Woodall, Lee Pace, Elijah Wood, and of course the movie is scheduled for 27. The Hunt for Gollum is directed and will star Andy Serkis, who portrayed Gollum in the Lord of the Rings movies. The new film takes place before the Lord of the Rings trilogy and follows Aragorn and Gandalf as they search for Gollum and the mysterious ring. The Hunt for Gollum opens in theaters December of 27. Also in development, a new Lord of the Rings film co-written by Late Show host and avid Tolkien fan Stephen Colbert. No one cares. I'm hopeful. Especially being that Andy Serkis is actually directing it. He's going to be playing Gollum and of course and Smeagol. So I've got hope. Now, of course, a lot of people would have been thought, well, are you getting Peter Jackson out of retirement to direct this? There were talks about it. There were rumors about it as going back a year or 2 years ago. But no, he's not. Andy Serkis is going to be helming it. And a lot of the OG cast is back, some new faces. And being that it takes place prior to the Lord of the Rings trilogy, I can see why they went younger with Jamie Dornan. So we're going to see. As long as the story is based on Tolkien and source material, like I said in my intro, I've got no issues. I love Lord of the Rings, loved all 3 films, owned them. I've got a special DVD director's cut of it, and I haven't seen it in quite a few years. But this will make me get the engine revving again to go see it prior to the movie coming out. So I'm hopeful, and I look forward to it. And as far as Stephen Colbert doing his version, yeah, not so much. And with that being said, I'm Jazz Borganzo. This is What's Next. Want to see more like this? Please leave a comment below. Like it, share, subscribe to it. Hit that notification bell so you guys never miss a thing. Continue spreading the word about the show. Appreciate you guys watching as always. And we'll see you next time. Peace.